Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Magic Tips and Tricks. I'm your host Dax Floyd, and today I'm going to be showing you a fun little trick that you can use to impress anybody. And it's fun because it has a story behind it. Now with the story, you don't have to say it, or you can. It doesn't matter. Now for this trick, all you're going to need is the 4 different kings, the 4 different queens, the 4 different aces, and the 4 different jacks. The rest of the cards you can just put over here in a nice little pile. You don't need them. And now, you set each jack like this. So you take 1 jack, 2 jacks, 3 jacks, and 4 jacks, like so. Straighten them out, make it look nice and neat. And then all you have to do is say that there's a story that goes along with it. The story goes like so. There are 4 different gentlemen. They each want to throw a cocktail party. So they each invite their friends, the kings. Not one. And when you're laying down the kings, you want to make sure that each king goes with the suit. So the king of diamonds goes with the jack of diamonds. The king of spades goes with the jack of spades, etc. and etc. That's very vital to the trick. Anyway, and then you continue. You don't tell them that, but continuing with the story. It got a little boring between just the 2 guys, so they decided to invite the queens to, lighten up the party a little. And so you lie down the queens, just like I told you, suits for suits. And then you continue by saying, the party got extremely out of hand. I mean, like people hanging from chandeliers, glasses getting thrown. And that's when you say the cops had to come in and stop the parties. So you put the 8, so you make sure the suits are the same. Like so. And then what you do is you take it and you slide it in to where the ace is on top and the jack is on bottom. And then you put this one on top of the ace. Do the same thing. And you do the same thing with every single suit. Like this. Until you have a nice little pile with ace being the 4th card in every single one. Now you don't want to show people you doing this because that would be bad. Very bad. And anyway, back to the story. You say that on the way they got into a terrible accident. And by representing the accident, you would cut the deck by putting top then and then put the bottom piece on top like this. And you can do it yourself. You can give it to a spectator. You can even give it to some random guy down the street and be like, hey, cut this multiple times for me, okay? And then he'll cut it. And if you want to make people really amazed, have everybody in the room cut the deck. That'd be crazy, right? And while cutting the deck, you explain that they got into a terrible accident along the way back to the police station. You say that there were people scattered everywhere. I mean, there were some on the back roads, some on the highway, some on the freeway, some just in the gas station on the hot dog revolver. You don't know. You can just embellish, make fun of it. And then you'd lie down 4 different piles like this. And then you'd go to the right, and then once you're done laying this, you'd start another pile to the right. And you'd continue doing this until you've run completely out of cards. You should have 4 in each one. And then you say that even though there was a terrible accident, they all managed to find each other and end up making their way back to the police station, safe and sound. Just like that.